What up? How we doing? How are we? How we feeling? How we been? What do you mean, Letty? What do you mean, let's go? You trying to debate me, bitch? You want some of this, Letty? Understand. Money will save us, you fraud. Listen, I'm a Jew, all right? I am a Jew by blood. And even I, the Jew, don't necessarily believe that money always saves. Big up to you. Creason. Is that how I say your name? Creason? Creason Govender? Kind of sounds like governor. Your last name kind of sounds like governor. Um, okay, well, if you're saying it just to have the players, I kind of hear it. I kind of hear. If you're just saying it that you just want to get these guys in because it's the right opportunity to do so, I kind of get it. But do you honestly believe, Allie, that the implementation of two new players into the starting 11 will magically turn this season around? Yes or no? Do you in your heart of hearts, do you truly believe that Semenyo and Gahey turned Liverpool into a title-winning side? Yes or no? I would find it really. I don't think that there's anyone out there who who would um who would be able to fucking confidently say that. Okay, yep, you're right. It would help. It would help. It would help. But I guess the point that I'm trying to allude to here is that do we need help or do we need a fix? And can you fix with just adding a player? Again, let's not look at the surface of the problem. Let's ask what the root problem is. Are the players that we have at the club terrible? No, they're not. How do I know that they're not terrible? Well, they won a league last season and they all performed for their international sides. Okay. So, if I know that the players aren't objectively horrendous, why do they play horrendously for me? I don't think it's because we lack Mark Gahey and Antoine Semenyo. That's just my personal opinion. Yes, but this is a slippery slope, my friend. This is how you become Chelsea. This is how you become the billion guys. I don't think you understand. If we spend 200 million in January and we don't win anything, that's like Chelsea level terrible. That's Chelsea level terrible. Oh, how dare you? Letty, you want to get fucked up, bro? You want to get fucked up, cuh? You looking for a fucking fight, cuh? You looking for a fucking fight? Cuh? Um, but yeah, today is the 30th straight day of streaming. And we will be taking tomorrow and Thursday off. Um, I'll be back on Friday for a little preview for the Forest game. We'll be back on Saturday for post Forest. Next week, my brother is visiting, so I don't know how much I'm going to be streaming next week. Next week's also Thanksgiving, and I'm going to Vegas for Thanksgiving. And then the following weekend, I'll be in Vegas for a fight. So I don't know how much I'll be streaming that weekend. So 30 straight days of streaming. It's been fun. But next week, we have too much family shit going on. Maybe I'll do one or two. And then the following week is normal, but there's the UFC on the weekend. Allie, I'm not saying that I'm against buying players. I'm not saying that I don't want them. What I'm saying is I don't wanna put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, and unless we change the way we play, I don't see the benefit of buying anyone. That's all. I want the players, but I want us to change more. Does that make sense? I don't know, LJ, are you saying that I try to be cool? Are you telling me that I'm trying to be cool? Is that what you're saying, LJ? That I'm clout chasing? Hey, what up? Yes, then. Hello, Nems. I haven't shaved my mustache in 5 years. I haven't shaved my mustache since actually 6 years. I haven't shaved my mustache since like November of 2019. So this has been hairy since since November of 2019. So that's about 6 years. I have buzzed it down, but I have not shaved it clean. I also had a beard. I also had a beard. So it hasn't always just been a mustache. There was a beard for about 4 months. Um, but yeah, my nose hasn't touched skin in 6 years. Like the skin on my lip. You understand what I'm saying? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I just had to drop my car off to go get the brakes done, and this was the right time to go live for like an hour. You know, it's the 30th day, so however much we have to talk about, I don't really care. If there's something that you guys want to talk about, we can talk about that too. Um, I know that people are super sensitive if you I know that there's certain people that will be very sensitive if I react to their content. And there is content to react to. So maybe I should just keep doing it, you know, just to really be a fucking asshole. Um, but yeah, you guys can kind of drive the conversation today if you want. I would probably look like a child. You're right. You're right. You know what I thought about, dude? When I did this, hang on. Bear with me, Allie. Don't go anywhere. I need you for 2 more minutes and then you can leave. Give me 2 more minutes and then you can leave. So when my beard looked like this, I thought about shaving just my mustache and doing like the full fucking Dagestani beard. I thought it would have been fucking hilarious. I didn't have the balls to do it, but I thought about shaving my mustache there and going straight beard. I thought that would have been fucking funny as hell. Just looking like Hamzat Chimaev. Alhamdulillah. It would have been a lot of fun. Um, hey, large up Mike. All right, Vader's got to do it different. Um, You know what? Everyone go subscribe to Vader. Vader's been putting in work lately. He's been going live way more than I've ever seen him go on live. Best dad in Canada, biggest gaslighter in Canada, but a great City fan. So go sub. Big up, dude. Hope you're well. Let's see. Let's see. What's the news in Liverpool? What's the Liverpool news? Yeah. Hey, money, 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 money. Yeah, that's kind of no, it's just cold brew with milk. That's it. It's just cold brew and milk. Nothing fancy. Just coffee, cold coffee and milk. That's all we ever do. Um, from the front, it looks great. From the side, it don't look that great. Did Scotland qualify? Did Scotland qualify for the playoffs? Oh, they're playing today. Playing against Denmark. Do they need to win? Oh, so if they win tonight, Oh, and if they draw or lose, they go to the playoffs. But if they win, they're in the World Cup. Big up, Andy Robertson. No, I'm not going to keep the streak tomorrow. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Hang on. I'm getting a random call from Pittsburgh. 1 second, people. Must have been a spam call. I'm not going to stream tomorrow or Thursday. I need to take 2 days off. I'm running out of things to talk about, and I'll stream on Friday for a preview for the Forest game. I'll stream after the Forest game, but then on Sunday I won't be able to stream. I got to go pick up my brother in Palm Springs. And then my brother's going to be here next week, so maybe I'll do one stream next week, and then I'm driving to Vegas for Thanksgiving with my family. My family's driving from Salt Lake City to Vegas, so we're meeting in the middle. And then the next week, I'm going back to Vegas for UFC. So the next 2 weeks are going to be very sparse with the whole streaming thing. And then obviously when the holidays come, it'll be even more sparse, I should say, with the streaming. So we'll see. This is one way to view the problem. I think it's the wrong way to view the problem because these guys don't seem to have a profile. Again, I ask you this. If it's a profile problem, whose fault is that? Is that the player's fault or is that the manager's fault? You see, if I give you a set of tools and you don't use the tools properly, is it the tool's fault or is it your fault? That's what my argument is for Slot. Every argument that there is to protect him, to say that we don't have the proper profile to play this style of football, well, fucking dickhead, fucking cocksucker piece of shit, why the fuck are you playing this style of football then? If your argument is we don't have the players to play this way, then why the fuck are you playing this way? What are you doing? Pull your head out of your fucking ass. If some random dude on YouTube can fucking figure out that you don't have the right profile, well then why the fuck do you continue to do it? Hello? In a way, I do sort of agree with you, but I also think that there are no profiles on the fucking face of the earth that can play the way that Slot wants to play. There are none. There are none. This is the foundation of my argument when we talk about players. I don't think that there are players that can fix this system. They could take it from a D to a C, but I want to be a fucking A. And in order to be an A, I gotta change the whole thing. Big up Mob Stag. Big up Hussam. I'm not going to tell you to go subscribe to Hussam because he's got 50,000 subscribers. He don't need the help, but big up. Big up. Are you trying to stir drama? Are you trying to stir drama? You lied? Did he say that? I would love it if he did. No, he didn't. I still haven't received any response on the reach out to have a debate, but what they did say on their stream yesterday was I could call in. I could call in on Saturday. Thanks, buddy, but I have many better things to do on my Saturday than call into your show to have a 5-minute argument on foreign ground as well, since it wouldn't be my channel. And to be honest, I'm not really interested in a debate anymore. I think my points speak for themselves. And I think the reaction to my analysis speaks for itself as well. Who is the best? Who's the best and worst player so far? I mean, the best player is Dominic Szoboszlai. And the worst player based on expectation this season. The worst player based on expectation. To be honest with you, I got to give it to Virgil or Mo based on expectation alone. Again, I know that Mo has the most goals for us, but based on the expectation, his overall play has been atrocious, and Virgil has been terrible since every game has been a fucking regression. Um, bro, Netherlands are good. Exactly, Zane. Exactly. Exactly. You cannot use a screwdriver to hammer nails. You could, but it's fucking stupid. I would say you can't use a hammer to nail screws. Um, yeah, but here's the thing. They don't really invert. Like, if you pay attention, Kirkes doesn't invert. He drops to become the third center back. Bradley doesn't really invert. He becomes like a wing back or a right-sided midfielder. Um, it's very odd, but you got to be careful because then people are going to bring up average positions. But then if you look at the average positions, I'll say, how much of these average positions are them just walking? You know, what does that take into account? Do you take into account how much the players are walking and therefore that would affect what their average position was? Um, why did he ban you? I mean, it has to be a win. I don't necessarily disagree. The confidence will definitely be fucked. Um, I didn't see I didn't see this. Uh, I don't know. If you guys have a link where he called me a Yankee villain, by all means play it. But I didn't see that. I did before Sunday. I actually reached out last Friday. Um, I sent a DM and said, "Hey, long time. Would love to have a debate." I was actually invited on that show a year and a half ago, but the it was canceled. Um, but yeah, I reached out and I got nothing. And then when the whole freak out happened and he said, "Send him the link. Send him the link." I didn't get a link. I didn't get a link. So I'm just saying, you're angry that I reviewed your opinion without you there. Um, but you won't show up. So, hey, big up, man. I appreciate you. I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's great. Link the video. The funny thing, I guess the real disconnect between me and others is that other people feel like these problems are unique to this season. And I know for a fact that they're not, because I was sitting here saying the same thing about our ability to build out of a press last year. In fact, I said it on day one against Ipswich. I said, yo, I have major concerns about our ability to deal with a team that's pressing high. And then I repeated it all fucking season, but we had a 10-point lead, so everyone told me to shut my Yankee mouth and stop being so fucking negative. And then fast forward 8 months later, and we fucking suck. We're the cucks of the world. So it's not new. Again, that's another big problem is that my analysis is based on a sample size that is from all of 2025. Other people's analysis are a sample size of just the last 6 games. So there's going to be a disconnect. And I know that I love to show evidence, but it would take a lot for me to have to go back through all of Enz's call-in shows, snip all of the times I brought it up, make a montage, go through all the games last season and show exactly. That's just so much work, and I'm not making money doing this, so I don't really want to do that. Um, no, Sobo would still shine, but it's funny. The best game that we've had this season in terms of our structure was Atletico Madrid, and Soboslai was not good. Off Soboslai wasn't good on the ball. But the double pivot of him and Grab was the best I've seen so far. If I want to see a double pivot right now, it's Soboslai and Gravenberch. I need to see that double pivot, and they need to stay in the fucking middle of the park. Because again, the biggest problem at this football club is complacency. It's walking. The best attributes of all of our midfielders this season is walking. It's the W key, but without holding shift. It's just walking. Um, and until that gets fixed, it doesn't matter what structure you're in. If you're putting no effort into the off-ball movement and dragging defenders and creating triangles and opening up spaces, It doesn't matter, what structure you're in. Again, we reviewed the particular screenshot that I'm assuming that made Asim lose a screw in his head. We broke down why that screenshot was misleading, and we went to the game and we played the whole sequence of play, and we showed how we might have had 7 in our half, but 5 of them didn't move a fucking inch, so there's no point of them even being in the half. It's irrelevant. Now I'm falling behind. Um, I don't just no, dude. What I want is I don't mind Robertson dropping to become the 3rd center back. I don't mind that. It's not the end of the world. The thing is that the double pivot has to actually be a double pivot in front of the 3. And then the front 4 needs to drop. So if you're running a 3-3-4, right? If you're running a 3-3-4, the front line can't just be in the middle of nowhere. The 3 in midfield has to actually be a 3. Again, I think that you can boil down all of our problems to the fact that Arnie Slot views the back line as the creators. Right now, people are upset because Konate and Virgil and Bradley and Kirkez can't connect the back line to the front line without the midfield. That's why they're upset. Arnie Slot wants the 4 at the back to be the people who unlock the 4 at the front. And the 4 at the front stay at the front as far away from the ball as possible. And the midfield doesn't fucking do anything. Um, that's my opinion. And until you fix that, they're really there's nothing to be said. Um, what link? I don't see a link. You didn't post a link. I didn't see you post a link. Yeah, I don't see a link anywhere near. So I don't know what you mean. Where's the link? Oh, big up, big up, Kev. What up, Kayun? Hey, we got the first hater in the building. How we doing, big guy? Ryan Couture. Ryan Couture says I'm a mug. Well, Ryan, suck a fat bag of dicks. Do you really trust Arnie Slot? Do you really trust Arnie Slot? Truly. After spending 500 million pounds, do you really do I have to like make that a thing? Do I have to allow you to put in a link? How do I do that? If you can't put in a link, let me know. I'll make you a mod and I think that'll let you put in a link. Ian, let me know. Let me know, Ian. I know, isn't that crazy? What up, the King? Hope you're doing well, King. Technical players in the league top 10. No, no, he's talking about a link that he's sending of someone. You're trying to put the link in. Okay. Here, try this. Uh, hang on. How do I let people send links in my YouTube live chat? Okay. Okay. 1 second. Let's do this. Try it. I'm going to make you a mod. Okay, try that. There you go. And I'll just remember to remove you as one because we're not one of those channels that just mods everybody. Yeah, Turkey's definitely one of them who's the most technical player in the league. Um, that's a hard. There's a lot, dude. Uh, listen. All I'm gonna say is, oh, here we go. That worked. All right. Let's see. Hey, this is a pretty good video, man. I thought you were sending the video of someone calling me a Yankee bellend, but this is also good. I have to watch it more in order to give a an actual analysis. But I see what you're saying in terms of Baleba being the guy and them having a separation. But I would also need to like look further into what City's defensive structure was and why they decided to do that for that game. Because I'm assuming that they just specifically did that for them. But you're right, we don't have a Baleba profile. Um, but again, I always will go back to if you don't have the proper profile to play the way that you want to play, why are you playing that way? Well, here's my difference, Red. I don't think that we need to learn how to defend. Because I think that when we set up to defend like we did against Real Madrid, we don't give away shit. I think it's that our offensive structure is so poor that it leads to defensive transition mistakes. And if you look at all the goals that we've conceded, they usually happen within 1 to 2 minutes of us conceding possession. So, in a sense, it's transition. Obviously, some of them are literally like the direct transition, the direct dispel of the ball leads to the goal. But you look at that first City goal that came a minute after they took away the ball in their own half. Um, calm down, Mac. Um, So I think a lot of our defensive mistakes, they're sort of sourced from how poor our offensive structure is, which leads to poor transition defense, which leads to you taking advantage of us. There you go. He's no longer a mod. Calm down, Mac. Calm down. I don't eat cornflakes either. I eat life cereal. Being a mod here is a privilege. It's not just a token. Um, El Tactico is fuck up. You calling me a fuck up, bitch? Letty, you want the fucking smoke, bro? I'll give you the fucking smoke, G. Uh, why would you want him to time you out, Logic? Do you want me to time you out? What up, Lissetti? Noah Lang. You love Noah Lang. I mean, who else? Who else is really good? I feel like technically Savino is really good. Doku is really good. Graylish is really good technically. Um, who else? Estival's really good technically. I feel like Saka's pretty decent technically. I don't know if I put him in top 10 though. Foden's good technically. And yep. Yeah, I don't just give them out like they're candy, bro. I have to know you if I make you a mod. I'm not gonna make someone a mod who I've never spoken to face. Although Nems, you're kinda up there because 'cause you're fucking here every day. So, if I were gonna make a random person that I would probably trust you. But I can't be going out and just, pulling favoritism. Minte's good. Um, but again, guys, is technical ability equal to success right now in the Premier League? You know? Like, is that what the most desirable trait is right now among managers? I don't think so. Ekatike is very good technically. I don't know if that's the highest quality. Like, I think technical ability is kind of taken a back seat, um, in terms of the Premier League. The Premier League alone. Because if you look at other leagues, it's all about technicality. I mean, La Liga is the definition of technically based footballers. Um, but no, I feel like the Premier League is more about power, size, um, physicality, set piece, stamina. That's another huge one in the Premier League. What's your like? How long can you stay above 90% fitness in a game? Um, Durability is another huge one because of how many times these guys have to fucking play in a season. I mean, guys, think about it. Think about how many fucking games these guys are playing, and it's only gonna get more. It's a World Cup summer. I mean, you could potentially play 60 club games and then have to go to the World Cup. Short, sharp movements is more technicality, though. Like, that's agility. Agility, I feel like, is technically based because you need short, sharp movements with the ball. You don't need short, sharp movements without the ball. Bernardo's very technical. Bernardo's a fucking asshole, bro. That guy is such a pest. We already said Cherky, don't worry. Rio, listen, the guy's fucking 17, all right? And the last couple times he's come on the pitch, it's been a run into a brick wall simulator. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. The consistency ends today, though. The consistency ends today. We have a very busy next 2 weeks. Um, we'll stream again before the holidays, but then once Christmas comes, I'm probably gonna have to take a week off. Maybe I'll do a mobile stream once, but it's not like we're pulling in 1,000 people to watch our show. So I don't owe you guys anything, I'm not, this isn't what I do for a living, I'm not making millions of dollars here and I don't have thousands of viewers. So I can take a week off and enjoy the presence and company of my family. Depay doesn't play in the Premier League. Yeah. Yeah. Wharton. I think that personally, it's not pressing. It's just more that in the modern era of football, what Pep has done is he's removed individuality. And there are pros and cons to that statement. But the Pep way of playing ball is system based, and everyone has a unique job. It's very team oriented. It's not entertainment oriented. It's not individual oriented. It's team oriented. And other teams have taken that and ran. It's like one organic organism, and every piece has a job, just like how every part of your body has a job. Every organ in your body has a job. Every player on the pitch for Pep has a job. And other teams have sort of adapted this, and that doing your job is more important than making magic. Um, so that's why the game has become just a little bit more dull. But we're in a natural cycle, you know. We're in a natural cycle of the way that it works. And I'm sure 60 years ago, we probably saw some sense of this. Um, Sports work in cycles, and more often than not, an era of a sport is repeated and then lost, and then repeated and then lost, and then repeated and then lost. It's a constant evolution. So I bet you there will be a point in our lifetime where the maverick comes back and the individuality comes back. My assumption is going to be that it's going to become so system based and it's going to become such a chess match that at a certain point, managers will have to start going back to, okay, because this is so system based, I need players who can give me magic. And then we'll just go through the whole fucking thing again. Right. So we'll get to the point where it's so system oriented and it's so robotic that we will inevitably need to go back to the magicians who can disrupt a system. Right now, we're just not there. Does that make sense? Working in a circle. Palmer is very technical. Hey, I'm doing my best to give you lunch breaks. All right, I'm doing my best. I'm trying my hardest to give you a good lunch. All right, Jeremy Pino. What about him? A typical argument. You don't want to fucking hear those, bro. It's all about politics. It might surprise you, but football is not my only interest. I could talk about literally anything. Um, Anything and everything. I'm into everything and anything. I could talk about literally anything on the planet. So somehow, some way, no matter what we're talking about, I'll figure out a way to turn it into an argument, at least with my brothers. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, can we complain? No, no. Other people have it worse. Everyone's got their shit. Everyone's got that shit that they drag along. Everyone's got that ball and chain. Some of them are lighter, some of them are heavier, but nothing to complain about, you know? Still very system based. Yeah. I'm not a whole I don't really believe I don't like to do these conversations of putting players in different eras. It's a complete it is pure speculation. Yeah, 100%. Again, it's going to work in a cycle. Right now, they're very few and far between, but eventually it's going to get so system based that the only solution is going to be magicians. And then we'll do it again. And then magicians will rise. And then eventually it'll get to the point where the magicians can't unlock anymore. So then we'll go back to systems. Yeah. Uh-huh. I am, listen, my hot take, I think the most important quality of the most important aspect of a player is what you do without the ball. I think that matters 1,000 times more than what you do with the ball, because what you do without the ball creates everything you can do with the ball, and it also creates everything other people can do on the pitch. And that's another reason why Liverpool suck. We don't do anything without the ball. Everyone walks. They're static. They're stagnant. They're complacent. They got bricks for feet, and you ain't gonna win anything like that. And I don't think adding Semenyo is going to make McAllister run more. I don't think adding Gahey is going to make Ryan Gravenberch run more and build up. That's all down to the manager. If you have the ball and can't, listen, bro. Obviously, you need to be able to have on-ball ability. Like that's an obvious. You can't just be a dude who can't receive the ball. But your movement off the ball matters more than your movement on the ball in modern football. Your ability to create space for yourself and create space for others is what will define whether or not you can score. So Pass and move. Yeah, 100%. Can I talk about the great cosmological questions like why are cats are not jerks? My roommate has 2 cats. One of them's named Jimmy, and he is the fattest cat you've ever seen in your entire life, and he is a dog. He's a cat. He's a cat who is also a dog. All he does is walk up to you, go meow, and then lay down, and he just wants you to pet him. That's it. It's all he wants. He just wants infinite, infinite pets over and over and over. And he won't make a fucking peep. He's just a gigantic, fat fucking cat who's the absolute man. Now, Bruce, on the other hand, the other cat, he's a bit of a cunt. I'll give you that. Bruce fucking sucks. He's an asshole. But Jimmy, you want to see how fucking fat this cat is? Can you see that? See how fucking fat he is? He's gigantic. Now, it's not my cat, it's my roommate's cat, so don't be charging me with anything. Um, but yeah, he's absolutely gigantic. So, gigantic cat. But he's also the best. He's also the best. Plasma moon theory. Is that a theory that the moon is made of plasma? You think the moon is not solid? You think the moon isn't solid? You're out of your fucking mind, bro. I am more of a dog person, though. I personally have a dog. He just lives at home with my parents and my other dog. We have a family dog and we have my dog. Huxley lives at home. My dog's named Huxley. I named my dog Huxley after Aldous Huxley. Can I find a picture of him? Give me a second. Find a picture. Here, hold on. I'll show you a better picture of the cat. Then you can really see. You see how fucking big he is? That's a TV remote. Can you see that? TV remote for scale. He's fucking gigantic, bro. He's a massive fat fuck. Not my cat. There's a picture of my dog, bro. I don't know if I have a picture of my dog. How the fuck do I not have a picture of Huxley anywhere? Wait. This is what my dog looks like. That's my pooper. With his little white socks. His name's Huxley. Hey, check it out. Arnie Slot's back. How you doing, Slot? Have you fixed the team yet? Am I still yapping? Are you still listening? You dumb little bitch. Ain't nobody cooked or exposed shit. Grizz is the king of saying a whole lot without saying fucking anything. It's literally word vomit. That guy's opinion matters about as much as my fucking sock. It doesn't. And Asim, you can watch the video on that. I don't give a fuck. But respectfully, suck my dick. Do you think Slot is trying to set up position plays and stand in certain spaces? I think Slot thinks that these players are all Superman. And I think that he thinks that the back line can just magically get past the midfield. Again, I think he wants the back four to be our creators. I think he doesn't believe in midfield progression. I think he believes in waiting for the game to come to you. And I think that I have validity in this statement because of the fact that every single game this season, the number one attribute of all my players is their ability to stand still and to walk. So that's what I think. I think it's arrogance and ignorance and overconfidence. I think it's ego. Listen, Bruce is kind of mellow, but Jimmy is literally a dog. Jimmy wants to just be pet. He wants to be pet like he's a dog. I'm telling you right now, you know how like You know how you try to pet a cat and the cat just stands there for a couple seconds, then he walks away because he doesn't really like touch? No, 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 no. Jimmy only wants to be touched. I'll show you one more picture. Let me go to it. You wanna understand what I deal with? I have to close my door. I can't let him in my room, because if I do let him in my room 1 second. This is me on the shitter. If Jimmy can get into my room while I'm taking a dump, he's just gonna come and lay on my foot and wait for me to pet him. He is literally a fiend. He is a fiend. I don't know, bro. If you really wanna fucking blow your mind, what is it? The Higgs theory, whatever, what is it? If you really wanna blow your mind, look up the whole Higgs boson theory. That shit will blow your fucking brain. Have you ever been to the moon? How dare you speak on the moon? Cats are great. I know for a fact that Hussam is cat FC. Absolutely. Hussam has made it abundantly clear. Hussam, I also know that in your part of the world, people don't like dogs. I know that. Hey, neither is Jupiter. I'm not insulting any slot inners. You are the one who comes with insults. You come to me and you bring negative energy. So I match your energy. I'm nothing but open. I listen. And then I give you a logical explanation as to why I disagree with you. But then once you open the door for insults, then I'm going to call you a piece of shit who sucks bags of dicks. Again, it's you who can't take other opinions. Let's not mix this, all right? You're in here all the time talking shit. Yeah, also he wasn't kicked. Have I ever been to Anfield? I know. I know. Duh. Kenny Veach. I don't think I've ever heard of this. Oh, he just vanished in a cave? Do people think it was like some sort of fucking dimensional portal or something? This kind of looks like something where people think it was a Land of the Lost situation. Found a cave where he vibrated in it, and then he disappeared without a trace. You don't want to know. You don't want to know if God ended up being Dutch. Well, my question to you would be which God? Um, I'd probably refer to the Austin Powers video. The Dutch. So you're insinuating that you understand why someone hasn't been on a show for a while? You're just insinuating and speculating that you know exactly what's going on in his life? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. If you put sugar in your coffee, bro, you're out of your mind. You're just drinking liquid sugar. Why? What is the point? Why are you adding sugar to coffee? Drinking coffee black tastes better than drinking coffee with sugar. The only thing that you should add to coffee is milk. That's it. Firm. That's my stance. Milk and milk alone. Sugar is crazy. Yeah, you know what? You know what I'm really in the mood for today? I'm in the mood to take these beans, pour hot water over them, get the drip of the water to have little micro pieces of said beans in them, and then I wanna take a fucking spoonful of sugar, and I wanna put it into that water, and then I wanna spin it, and I wanna drink it. Why? So it tastes better? Grow the fuck up, become a man, drink coffee black. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we don't ban people here for trolling. As long as you don't say anything racist, um, or anything against the terms of service of YouTube, I'm not gonna ban you. I'm not like that. I enjoy haters because I like to talk shit. So, especially haters who have nothing to stand on. Well, Nems, that's because 'cause you're based. It's because 'cause you're based. No, I don't like creamer, bro. Creamer's gross. Creamer's gross. It's way too sweet. It's like frothing milk with in a latte. It's too fucking sweet, dude. No, no, no. No cream. Milk. This had milk. This was coffee, ice, and milk. Fuck cream. Cream is ass. Again, way too sweet. I don't want it to be sweet. I like the milk because it just offsets a little bit of the fucking bitter coffee taste. A quart? That's a fucking lot of milk, dude. It's really more like splash. I'm not a big sweet guy, you know? I like a little bit of candy every couple months, but I'm not really big into sweets. Definitely like sugar, but in the form of cookies. In the form of cookies. Just trying to see if there's any Liverpool news. Where the fuck there's just not jack shit. Wow, Gabrielle's out 1 to 2 months? Uh-oh. Hey, hold on, guys. Can someone fucking can you guys spam tweet this dude to say stop talking about what I talk about without me being there? Can you spam tweet this guy so that he knows he's not allowed to talk about my theories without me present? Would you guys mind doing that? Go to the Anfield Watch, subtweet this, and say, "Yo, you can't talk about Doss's opinions without him there. This is what I've been talking about for 6 weeks. How dare he? How dare he steal my flow?" Hey, I fucking pray to God not, but guess what? Slot made 400 grand over this 300 grand over those last 2 weeks. So let's see if that $300,000 actually meant anything. What do I think about the Konate situation? I think we have a bunch of fucking assholes who are pigeonholing Konate as the problem. I don't think that Konate is the problem. I think that Konate has made mistakes this season, no doubt, but so has Virgil. So has Connor Bradley. So has Andrew Robertson. So has everyone in the back line. They've all made bozo movements. All of them. Um, I don't think that Konate is an issue in build up because I think that Konate gets fucked by his own team in build up. I think that Real Madrid is a great example of how he's not the problem in build up. I think Villa is a great example of how he's not the problem in build up. I think the Bilbao preseason game is a fantastic example as to he's not bad on the ball. Um, Again, am I saying that he's world class? No, not at all. Am I saying that he is free of mistakes? No, not at all. Am I saying that he's bad? Never. He is a tremendously solid center back. He's great in the air. Um, when we're in a solidified defensive structure, he's fantastic. When he has options around him to help build up, he gets the job done. And I am not going to sit here and blame my offensive fucking buildup on a center back. Guys, think about how fucking stupid that is. If you think that the reason why our buildup sucks is because our center backs are bad on the ball, you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking moron. Name me a team on the fucking planet that needs their back line to be the key to their buildup. Do it. Do it. You fucking can't because it's the midfield, and the midfield works with the back line. You don't jump the step. You work with the midfield, and then the midfield works with the forward line. Again, I am so over these people who want to pigeonhole players. Fuck yourself. At this point, when it's been this fucking consistent, it ain't on them. Oh, we always scapegoat people. Last year it was let's scapegoat Trent. The years before that, let's scapegoat Fabinho and Jordan Henderson. The years before that, it was this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy. I have always been very consistent on my stance of I go after the manager. If I see consistent problems, I go after the manager. If I see games where I see unique problems with a player, I go after the player. If I see something consistently going wrong with that same player the same way every fucking week, I blame the manager for putting that player in that position every single fucking week. The buck stops with Arnie. Is Konate in his peak? No. Is Konate shit? Fuck no. If I'm Real Madrid, do I really want Konate right now? I don't think so. But we'll see. Top 5 biscuits? I don't eat biscuits. I'm not British. Unless you're saying cookies are biscuits. But in America, we call cookies cookies. Vienna fingers are really good. Chocolate chip cookies are really good. The holiday sugar cookies with the sprinkles on them are really good. That's about it. I know. I know. It's cookies, bro. It's not biscuits, it's cookies. And I don't dip my cookies into coffee or tea. That's weird. Is there any other fucking Liverpool news I can find? Are we really about to go get Gahey, Bastoni, and Semenyo? My percent chance of a new formation. Well, Chills, I have to give you a little bit of a complex answer. I don't believe that a new formation does anything. If we set up in a 4-4-2, it doesn't mean anything because I think that our possession structure will remain the same. So I believe that the better question is, what are the odds that we don't build up with a single pivot? And I would say 10%. I think it's highly likely we see the exact same build-up structure that we've seen all season. That's my opinion. We see the same fucking thing, just a different sheet on paper. Again, would love to be proven wrong, but given the fact that you had 2 weeks last time and you changed nothing between Crystal Palace and Manchester United, I'm leaning towards that. I'm leaning towards the patterns I've seen already. You've had 2 international breaks where you've made no changes. I expect this to be the 3rd international break where you make no changes. Again, it's not about what you do on paper. How do we look when we have the ball in build-up? Do I think it'll look differently? No. No. What are the percent chance that I think that he changes it? 10%. Again, bro, the number one excuse that I hear from slot inners is we don't have the right profiles. But by saying that, you're saying that the manager continues to play the wrong profiles in a system that's misprofiling them. That's on the manager. So, like, your excuse is also indicating a measure of guilt. of you doing something wrong. I didn't watch him last night, but I saw his assists. That ball to Sane was fantastic. He was also good against Luxembourg, but he plays off the left for Germany. Oreo is a biscuit? No, Oreo is a fucking cookie. That's right, Bruno. What in the name of garbage? What in the name of garbage am I looking at? What in the name of garbage am I listening to on the internet? That's right, Bruno. I know you and your famous tagline. What in the name of garbage am I seeing people talk about every week? What in the name of garbage? I know, dude. The midfield and the front line have a circle jerk at the top of the fucking pitch, and they don't fucking move. Yeah, international football is also different. And again, Germany are playing much weaker sides, and Germany have a great team. Big up Nick. Everyone, go subscribe to Nick. Go subscribe to Nick. He's been putting out a lot of content lately. I just listen. Nick is the first guy to make a reaction channel of Mike Das LFC. So we've officially made it. We have now officially made it to the point where someone has made a video about us making a video. That's when you know that you've made it. 100%. Also, Nick, I saw that shout out from Saeed and Troops. So big up on you, bro. Keep doing it. Keep working. The Scouser down under. He didn't come here to fuck spiders, mate. He didn't come here to fuck spiders, mate. He didn't come here to fuck spiders. He's not here to fuck spiders. Excuse New Yorker Das here. In America, biscuits are the equivalent of Brit sconces. All dough-based. Sweet treats are cookies. Yes. I'm too tired to discern the insult here, but they're all cookies. Chris, have I ever thought about going clubbing with hot chicks instead of going on about Liverpool? It's 11:46 on a Tuesday morning. I would love to go clubbing with some hot chicks. Do you know any? Hit me up. I'll bring my friend Molly. We can have a good time. Hey, bro. Nick's the man, bro. Nick gives very unbiased takes. He looks at both sides and then he gives his opinion, and that's his content. Nick likes to give his opinion and his commentary on what he sees, and I love that. Plenty of them out there, and he does a great job. I won't be able to do a watch along for the Forest game. It's on at 7 a.m. It's just too early. If my roommate who lives above me isn't home, maybe I could do the second half. But I'll definitely do reactions to them. I will do a reaction stream to all the games though. Even if I don't stream during the week, I'll still do those. You only know hot Brazilian chicks in West London? I only know hot Brazilian chicks in Brazil. Bitch. Hey, come on. Don't talk about his dick like that. Yeah, John, I know that you think that it's scripted sports. That's your opinion. I disagree. But guess what? We can disagree. Chris, how many times have I fucking told you not to come in here and fucking chat shit at other people? I said if you want to fucking chat shit, you can chat shit at me and you can insult me. Hold that fucking time out, bro. Until you learn how to talk to other people in a chat, you're not going to fucking talk here. You can call me a cunt. You can't call Cake Sniffer a cunt. Simple. I have one rule. You respect the people in chat. If you want to have disrespect, disrespect me because I'm the only one here who isn't confined to 200 characters to respond to you. So all the disrespect comes to me, not to other people who are pigeonholed by a character limit. Simple. Pretty fucking easy to follow. Call me a cunt all you want. I think it should have been done a long time ago. But the game that we saw him dropped against Frankfurt, Florian Wirtz basically did his best impression of Salah. He wasn't very effective in the first half of that game. In fact, he was dispossessed, which led to a goal. The right side was hurt, wasn't effective. And again, if we take Mo out of the team, I think that just only furthers us going more and more to Cody Gakpo because Slot has an obsession with going wide. And he has to go wide because no one's in the middle. That's another thing. We go super wide because we don't possess the positions in the middle of the park. So we're forced wide. But the thing is that I think that Chiesa is better on the left anyway. I don't think that Chiesa is really made for the right. I want him on the left-hand side. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. I don't care. Um, Pretty simple rule. Respect each other in chat. Put all your disrespect towards me. That's it. That's the only fucking rule. I don't care what you say, as long as it doesn't break TOS and it's not racist. But all the negative energy has to come to me, not towards other random people. I am the target, not them. He's just better on the left naturally. Just who he is. He's a better left winger. And even when he's playing in the 9, he likes to drift to the left-hand side anyway. Uh-oh, LFC transfer room 2 hours ago. Hey, guys, it's done. Yeah. Woo! Uh-huh. It pretty much wrapped it up. Despite the interest from Barcelona and Real Madrid, Liverpool got it. Liverpool got it. Guys, does Liverpool feel like an attractive place for a player to sign for right now? If we had targets in the summer and we didn't get them done, do we think that the form that we've currently displayed is, I don't know, indicative of a championship winning side? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What about coming to Liverpool right now is attractive? Can someone tell me? 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Damn, that's a boat I want to hop on. Let's go get on the burning ship. Hondo P. It's like being on the fucking Titanic and just saying, I don't need a lifeboat. I don't even need a fucking life jacket. I know how to swim. Jesus Christ, bro. Every third tweet is something sexual. Why the fuck can't I just look at Liverpool shit? Yeah, 100%. He also just doesn't move very well. And he's not fit. Oh, yeah, every issue's fixed. Check it out. It's the Mandalorian. He's going to save us with his dark saber. But yeah, he's not. I don't think anyone in the team is playing with confidence. If they are, can I please smoke some of what they're smoking? Boy, the way we have fallen, guys. From calling Chelsea the billion-pound bottle jobs to saying, let's add another 250 million to the 500 we spent. Is this a call out at me saying that I spend money? That is true. A chicken nugget. It's a little offensive, but doesn't break TOS, I don't think. Oy, oy, oy. God, imagine Verts doesn't start against fucking against Forest. I'll lose my shit. Oh, 100%, dog. 100%, dog. I mean, I don't want to toot my horn too much, but anyway, I'm gonna call it there. I gotta take a dump and I gotta do other shit with my day. So, um, big up to you guys for hanging out. That's 30 straight fucking days of streaming. That's 30 days. The rest of the week is completely up in the air. If I stream tomorrow, it's because I feel like doing it. But I am no longer obligated to do anything because we've done 30 fucking days in a row. We will be 100% back on Friday. We're going to do a preview. I might have a guest for that preview. His name is not Asim. Um, Saturday, we won't do a watch along, but we will definitely do a reaction to the game. Sunday, we won't be here. And then next week, we're going to play it all by ear. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Smash a like, smash a subscribe if you haven't subbed before. Let's get to 2,000. And yeah, I did watch the Frankenstein movie. I didn't like it. I thought it was artsy fartsy bullshit. The last movie I watched Cedar Rapids again last night. It's a movie. It's like a small indie film from 2011 with Ed Helms. It's a good little feel good movie. I have a whole list that I'm rewatching, but I didn't like the Frankenstein movie. Didn't like it. But either way, I gotta get out of here. Big up, people. I'll see you when I see you. Deuces.